You hit your limit. All right, well, thank you for coming. Happy Friday. We're going to start off our town hall today with a special guest, and many of you know her. Please welcome Dawn Castiglione.
Nice. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. That was a very nice pronunciation of my last name. That doesn't happen all the time. Okay, so the importance of proper foot care. I thought a little bit about, just to keep us on our toes this morning, entitling the talk, The Agony of Defeat. But then I thought against it. Better not do that. I better put my best foot forward and just get on with it, right? I know, ha ha ha. Okay, so who knows what we commonly refer to when we talk about a person who has big feet? Sasquatch, no. I like to refer to it as a large understanding, and then everyone's happy. Okay, so we all know how important our feet are. If we don't have the use of our feet, right, we're in a bad way. So I'm just going to talk very briefly about proper care for our feet and what we should do if we're having problems with our feet. What's nice for us as people who take care of our feet is that a lot of the same rules for preventing issues due to bad feet are the same to help repair bad feet and to take good care of them. One of them is to make sure that we are washing our feet every day, keep them clean, warm water and soap, okay? When it comes to lotion, that's a very nice thing to do for dry skin on your feet. However, we need to be careful not to leave lotion residue in between the toes, right? Because in between the toes are where some maybe cuts or wounds or abrasions might develop, and we may not be aware, and infection can set in, right? So always make sure that you clean between the toes and keep it dry instead of with lotion. But the top and the bottoms of our feet need lotion. They need a little TLC, right? So if we are diabetic, we have further issue to consider, right? A lot of times diabetes will come along with neuropathy, which can be pain or tingling or numbness in the feet, right? So if our feet are slightly numb, we might not be aware of some injuries that are happening to our feet. And so it's extra important for the diabetic to make sure they're always looking at their feet and doing all the proper care for their feet daily. In addition to cleaning, making sure they're clean and soft, we want to make sure that we are wearing supportive shoes. I know that's not a fun subject, right? But supportive shoes are getting more and more attractive for men and women. I mean, they're, right, the Skechers that are out there now and all kinds of the SAS shoes, they have really great looking stuff out there. So you should pursue that. If you like to be a little bit more on the fashion side, you can still be safe and healthy, okay? So proper shoes are important. Proper shoes are also important for your balance. How many of us are having challenges with balance due to, it could be any number of things, but especially numbness in the feet, right? Arthritis, almost anything that we encounter can throw our balance off as we age. And so wearing proper shoes and dry, clean socks is very, very helpful. We want to make sure that our feet are not, inside of a shoe in a moist, dark environment. Why? Because infection or fungus, right, can develop. And if we have that, we've got another problem. right? So we can do a lot of things to prevent these ailments from happening. And once we have them, you need to notice them, right? So check your feet every day. And once you notice a problem, who knows what to do? See your doctor. We need to have professional medical advice when we have problems with our feet that we don't know how to handle, right? And if you need an antibiotic for an infection, that's pretty serious. Anything on your feet and anything in your teeth and gums area, those two things are crucial to keep up after, because an infection will go straight into your bloodstream and then you're in big trouble, right? So I can't stress enough the importance of proper foot care. Another nice thing to do for yourself is to elevate your legs. It's nice if you can elevate them above your heart, right? But even if you can't, lying completely horizontal or even propping your feet up on the couch if you're sitting up is still a wonderful thing for your blood supply. We need to get oxygenated blood back to the heart and the brain so that our bodies can do the proper healing that they were designed to do. A lot of our healing in other areas in our body, they'll go into automatic pilot and take care of themselves, but only if we have that good circulation happening, okay? So those are our main points that I wanted to make today. Again, my name is Dawn. I have been your massage therapist here since 2015. And after you opened up after COVID, I was fortunate enough to be able to start serving you in the salon for your feet and your fingers. So if anybody can't reach their toes and they just need a good trim, you know, it's important to keep them trimmed also. So, and a lot of times you might not be able to reach them, or you might reach them, but then you can't spend enough time down there to get the job done. Or maybe I can't see exactly what I'm cutting, right? So all of these things are really important to your foot health, and I'm sending positive energy and prayers your way. And start a routine today, okay, to take care of your feet. Because if you don't stand up for your feet, no one else will.
Presentation. I think I learned some stuff, so thank you, Dawn, so much. And next, I'd love to welcome up your Vice President of the Resident Council, Ms. Linda Brandt.
Elaine and I want to express our appreciation to everyone who helped with the carnival, starting with our director, our department heads, all of them, the committee chairs, the committees, and our volunteers, and everyone who attended. You know, it says it takes a village. Well, it sure did. And I want to express again thank you to everyone who helped with this and attended. I think everyone had a good time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Linda. You did an amazing job, and I have to say, I haven't been to Carnival in probably 30 years, but I had a fun time. It was fun. Okay. Now, getting on to the business at hand. Okay. We have been nominated again for the LA Times Best Of, and we have been nominated for Best of Senior Living Care / Retirement. And how many of you have voted? Oh, we need more. We need more. So the information's in your Friday memo. You can type www.bestofthe.southland.com, and then when you get to that website, go ahead and scroll down. Once you see Orange County Health and Wellness Senior Living Care / Retirement, you just go ahead and vote for Walnut Village, and hopefully we will get the award again because we believe we are the best. Okay, resident surveys and resident engagement surveys are coming your way. soon. This engagement survey is one of the important resources available to share your voice and provide input on your overall community experience. The survey will be coming from a company called Hollerin and should arrive around May 22nd, which is just around the corner. And you'll have until June 5th to complete your survey. Along the lines of wanting to hear your voice, the Sense of Place program is kicking off this Monday at 1 o'clock in the Red Chair Lounge. Rebecca Johnson will be describing what's entailed, what kind of feedback corporate's looking for from you, and it's pretty much anything that you want to share from what I understand. None of the directors will be involved at all, so it's completely anonymous, and you guys are free to express your opinions, and we hope that you do. We want to make sure that we are addressing all of your needs post-COVID. We know that a lot of people got used to a new way of living and staying in their apartment more, and we're hoping to figure out ways to get folks out of their apartment and engaged. Each of the monthly sessions, it's just once a month for the next 6 months, 60 to 90 minute session. It's hard to do this and that at the same time. And just to make sure that it's convenient for everyone, there'll be 3 sessions per day on the one Monday per month that she comes, 10:30 a.m., 1 p.m., and 3 p.m. if needed. And we have asked some committees and some folks, thank you in advance, Liz and Marilyn, and Judy, who's going to be moving bingo to the Red Chair Lounge just on that one Monday per month. She'll make sure it's in the weekly activity list that she sends out, as well as in the monthly calendar. And she'll send reminders as well. So thank you. So it's going to be in the LLC. And again, you've got 3 different times, 3 different sessions to attend. Okay, our Circle of Friends, formerly Charitable Care Luncheon that got postponed in December, is now going to happen on June 7th. I think quite a few folks have been RSVPing. I'm going to be including with your Friday memo today an official invitation. Seating is limited because we are having it in the Grove and we can only get so many people in there at one time. So if you want to be part of this, we think it's a really valuable, an incredibly worthwhile program. So please make sure that you sign up or RSVP at the front desk. And of course, we're doing the silent auction again in the display case in the lobby to make sure that we can hopefully generate a little bit of funds for charitable care. Just a reminder, we've got headsets in here. So if you're having difficulty hearing while in this chapel/pack, there are headsets available. Just ask Judy or Les if you need those. And with that, I'm going to ask Susan to come up and give a brief update on sales and marketing. Yeah.
Thank you, Debbie. Okay, everyone. Well, as many of you've noticed, there's been a lot of people. Is this louder? Is that better?
Yes.
Okay. You may have noticed that we've had a lot of people leaving Walnut Village. So we're ramping up in sales and marketing all of our efforts to bring more people in. So this past week, we've had 2 events. One was what we call our prospect event, and I want to thank Kathy Stanek. I don't see her, I don't know if she's here, but she asked if she could bring one of her groups that she was very much involved with where she previously lived. So we had about 12 prospects come through, have a presentation, as well as a luncheon and tour. All of them would be lovely to have here, so we'll be working on them, to build those relationships, and hopefully one day they'll be here. Then the following day we had a professional event with referral agents and sources that came. We had it in one of our models and offered them food and beverage as well as tours. So that is one option that we're doing. So we'll be doing events almost one to two every month for the immediate future. Other things that we're starting to develop is in conjunction with Les, our spiritual director. He is meeting with various pastors and religious groups in our areas or with you that you might recommend. I've done things in the past, and I spoke with Les that I would like to do an educational outreach to some of these individuals, and then plan a luncheon for all of them to come. So if any of you have churches, synagogues, temples that you might go to, please see either Les or myself so that we can start building a group to, introduce ourselves to. The other options that we are going through is we'll be going, Debbie, I think today is maybe going to the chamber for a luncheon. I had a tour, so I wasn't able to do it, but we're part of the Anaheim Chamber, so that's something else that we're involving with. Other things that we have, I just want to remind all of you is remember the resident referral program. It's the $5,000 rent credit. You've been several of you this month, I've gotten a referral from Dorothy Bowen as well as Tom Yano. So keep those referrals coming. I'd love more to give you the rent credit rather than other sources because I like that better personally. The other thing that we have is we do have 2 move-ins coming this month. One is Linda Townsend. She'll be moving into 384. She is a married lady, but her husband is staying behind at his house to continue the downsizing. That was a referral from Mr. and Mrs. Evans. And then we also have another individual. She's on the younger side. Her name is Nancy Messinger, and she'll be moving into 147. Both of them are moving in on the same day, on May 31st. So, then we have our one resident, BJ, who is going to be transferring from her large accommodation up on the 3rd floor. She'll be moving over to a cottage and den on June 1st. Originally, we thought we were going to be able to do it at the end of this month, but it did get delayed a little bit. But that's all we have for sales and marketing today.
Thank you, Susan. Lots going on, they're staying busy. And again, if you have anyone that you think would be a great neighbor, who's a good friend, we'd love to meet them. Actually, forgot to show this slide. So, oh, that was April. That's why I forgot to show that slide. I'm going to invite Pam up to talk about the care department.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Wanted to talk again about your post and advance directive. I get asked about these a lot, and some of you are giving them to me intermittently, which is great. This is a voluntary form. You don't have to have one to live here, but it's more convenient for you if you do have one. The POLST stands for Physician's Orders for Life-Sustaining Treatment. Like I said, everyone is encouraged to have the most current copy. Any copy that you do have is valid, though. It's recommended that the POLST be copied on bright pink paper to help ensure that the document stands out and is followed. Some of you have these on your refrigerator, and that's good, so the fire department comes in, it's right there. Copies and faxes of the POLST are also valid, so if it forgets to go with you somewhere, we can always fax it, and it is still valid. Whenever possible, we want to ensure that the advance directive, if you have one, and the POLST are consistent with each other, meaning what your POLST says is in your advance directive. It's really important that they match, so when you go to the hospital, you have 2 documents with you that they match, or your family's gonna have to be figuring out what to do with you. Don't complete the form until you've had an in-depth discussion with your doctor or medical professional who can explain the form's medical terms and options and how they relate to your current medical condition. It can be very helpful to include your family members in the conversation so they understand your health conditions and they are aware of what your treatment wishes are going to be. The post is not valid until it is signed by you, and if you are not able, your appropriate decision maker, and your physician or nurse practitioner or physician's assistant can also sign those. The post does not replace an advance directive, and I get asked this a lot. It does not replace an advance directive. An advance directive is a way to appoint legal healthcare agent and is recommended for all adults. A post can work together with your advance directive, providing specific details regarding treatment wishes. And your advance directive is usually several pages. This is a California form which you can download online. On travel, your original post should travel with you wherever you go. It's not gonna do you any good on your refrigerator if you're out of town. Okay, remember that. It travels with you wherever you go. You only have to complete a new post if your treatment wishes change. And some of you have done that. You've invalidated it to where you were DNR and you've had discussions and you've decided that you do want treatment. You can change it at any time. It's your wishes. Because the post form is a medical order, emergency medical personnel are required to follow its instructions regarding CPR and other emergency medical care. To change your pulse, let's see. You don't really have to void an old post. You can just change it and get a new copy signed by your doctor. Again, remember to get one, if you fill it out with your doctor, we need a copy as well. The copy will be with your emergency packet in your HVAC or on your refrigerator. Your advance directive will also be there if we send you to the hospital. We should be reviewing these every year when we do your annual assessment. If there's any changes to your emergency contacts, we need to know that. Some of you have advance directives with a wife or a spouse that is no longer with us. We need to get those forms changed. Any questions, anybody? I know it's not as much fun as when Brian comes up here, but. Oh. Uh-huh.
Let me get BJ and then I'll get you, Judy. We grab that one. Okay, BJ, you're it.
DNR.
Do not resuscitate.
I have can you hear me? Oh, there it is. I have a form called 7 Wishes. I think it is 5 Wishes, something like that. That's a replacement for DNR. That's an advance directive, correct?
Not really.
It's signed by all kinds of people.
Is it in your packet?
Yes.
Emergency packet? Okay.
Right. So it has a lot more questions that I answered about how I want to be cared for, more than just resuscitate or don't resuscitate.
The post has that too. If you want to be intubated,
Right.
if you want feeding tube, that has all that information on there as well.
Right. Okay.
One thing to advocate for the post is if there's an acute situation, you're in a cardiac event, or something equally terrible. The great thing about the post is that the fire department can see what your wishes are immediately. They're not having to page through, what did she say on this 5th wish? What did she want us to do about that? So, advocating for this, it's one sheet, basically. I mean, there's just some legal stuff on the back, but it's basically 3 different sections: cardiopulmonary resuscitation, do you want CPR or not? Medical interventions, and you can choose full treatment, selective, like trial period, like if you have a stroke and you can't swallow and you're on a feeding tube, but with speech therapy, they're giving you a prognosis of improving, you may want to choose selective treatment, or comfort-focused treatment only, which is basically hospice. And then, again, artificially administered nutrition, will you agree to a feeding tube, or would you like a trial period or none at all, period, no matter what? So it's good, and it's really easy for doctors and first responders to be able to tell immediately if they should be doing CPR or not, and et cetera.
I've said this before, when the fire department does come into your apartment and you do not have a pulse, they will do CPR. They will not go through your advance directive. They will not. The hospital will go through it. The fire department wants to see this. So if you do have those wishes to not be resuscitated, you need that pink form, or we will have to proceed you as your full code. And once you have one of these in your apartment, some of you know this, you have a little red dot right on your light switch when you walk into your apartment. That's how my staff knows and the fire department knows that there's one of these in the apartment and that you're DNR.
Where can we get the polls? Do you have copies of those in your office?
I do, but you can also get one when you go see your doctor. And your doctor is the one that's gonna go over that with you.
Okay, because they gave me an advance directive, but no post.
You can always ask for the post, the pink, they all know what the pink paper is.
And I can order it. There's you can order it online. It comes in a stack, and we just kind of pull it off. So I'll be sure to order that. If you want it, you can come and get it from me. Any other questions for Pam? Thank you very much, Pam.
Thank you, Debbie.
Okay. And moving on. So I have to say, I didn't have a chance to include pictures. I'm sorry, Ethan, but please welcome Ethan and the maintenance department.
Thank you, Debbie. Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Okay, so I know everybody knows what's going on with the air conditioning. If not, we do have it shut down right now. It is not ideal, I understand that. And we are trying to make the best of a difficult situation as we can. So if you are having some heating or cooling issues that you need a fan or possibly even a portable AC unit, please call the front desk, let us know. We're trying to make every effort to make everybody as comfortable as possible through the next week. We are anticipating to have everything back up by Thursday. So please bear with us during this time. Unfortunately, there was just no way around it. So that's where we at with the cooling tower. Window washing. So we had window washing done last week and this week, finished up everything yesterday. If for some reason you guys did not get screens put back on, they may be still just getting to them today. If for some reason by Monday you don't have them back on, please give us a call, let us know, we'll go through and see what happened. We are repairing a lot of screens that have holes and tears and whatnot in them, so that we can keep the flies and bugs and stuff out. So those particular ones may take a few more days because we had to send them out to get done. Okay. Dryer duct cleaning, we have just had that done 2 weeks ago. I think everything went very well. Please, if you can, if you see any issues with your dryers not drying well enough, not heating up enough, or anything else that seems abnormal, please let us know so we can come in and take a look, make sure nothing got clogged up or blocked or anything like that. Red Chair Lounge. As you know, we got the auto doors on the fitness center doors, or the locker room doors, and now the Red Chair Lounge will be next. We're looking at getting that installed on Tuesday of next week. So that'll be a nice little feature for you guys to enjoy going in and out of there a little bit easier. Roof repairs, everything has been completed here on the village side. We're not, hopefully not have any more rain anytime soon. But if we do, and anybody experiences any leaks or anything like that, please again, call the front desk and let us know. But we have completed all of our regular maintenance that needed to be done and the additional repairs that were existing. Also, we are working on the red curbs. I know the red curbs are always an issue out there, and cars driving over them and paint chipping and whatnot like that. So we're having our painter take care of all of the red curbs to be done over the next couple of weeks. And not sure if everybody's had a chance to see the courtyard, the Walnut Village stencil that's on the concrete ground there. We had that repainted and with a nice coat of paint. Looks like brand new again, so hope everybody enjoys that as well. And that's all I have for Nana's department. If anybody has any questions, feel free. Yes,
I think I can talk loud enough. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I noticed new grouting in the, where you walk, leaving the dining room, going toward the,
The golfing area, the putting green? Oh.
out, that you would go into the nursing station or something like that, and it's really white, and it really sticks out. It doesn't have any color to it, and all the other grouting around those stones are kind of a color.
So it's where we had that large divot.
Yeah, I think I know. Yeah, you're talking over by the kitchen area?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we did, it was a quick fix, and we gotta go back and do some staining on it, yeah. Anything else? All right, well, everybody have a great weekend. Thank you.
Thank you, Ethan. We keep Ethan and his maintenance team busy, don't we? Always something going on around here. Alrighty. Next is, I need like another pair of hands or something. Please welcome Kim for dining department updates.
Thank you. All right, there has been an increased interest in plant-based proteins, or in other words, vegetarian entrees. And Susan tells me that one of the residents that's moving in at the end of the month is actually a vegan. So I'd like to try something, meatless Mondays. So what we would do is replace the one meat entree on the dinner menu with a plant-based protein or vegetarian entree. We would still have the fish or seafood option. We would still have pasta of the week. And for those of you who are really meat and potato lovers, you would still have the always available menu. So it's just something that we like to give a try. Be adventurous and give it a try. You might like it. The Chef's Ice Cream flavor for June will be Gloria Schlepfer's strawberry cream with vanilla swirls and mini chocolate chips. Sounds really good. For Father's Day on June 18th, we'll be having a barbecue buffet from 12:30 to 3. We're gonna break out the grill. Hopefully it's still in good working order. And we'll be cooking the entrees on the patio outside the Red Chair Lounge. Beginning on June 1st, we will swap the pan-seared salmon salad on the bistro lunch menu with the Asian chicken salad due to low popularity of that Asian, or the pan-seared salmon. And that's it for me. Any questions? Yes.
I'm wondering, Sammy in here?
Vegetarian entrees are often pastas. Is it possible to get them without pasta so that those of us who are gluten-free can also enjoy the vegetarian?
Yeah, they won't be pasta based. They'll be plant-based.
Thank you so much.
So you'll be able to enjoy it too, Judy. Anything else? All right, thank you very much.
Thank you, Kim. And please welcome Ryan.
Morning, everyone. It's very nice to see so many of you walking around campus, participating in our STEP challenge, and I've had a lot of you ask, how does my smartphone work as a STEP counter? So that's been great to see. It's only the 19th, so there's still time. If anyone was feeling ambitious and don't feel like you got a late start, there's still like 13 days. So if you work really hard, it's still possible. It's not out of the realm of possibilities. So hopefully I can give away a bunch of t-shirts next week or next month at the next town hall. We'll hopefully welcome multiple residents into our different STEP challenge levels, bronze, silver, gold, depending on the average of steps that you take as well. So that's how that's going to be averaged. And we are going to take a true average. I really want to give everyone the best opportunity to give away a ton of t-shirts, quite frankly. Because who doesn't love a t-shirt, right? It's going to be red too, by the way, so we can wear them on Friday. So we're going to take, like, it's basically I've probably overcomplicated all this. It's basically, we're going to take just the average of like the weekdays, essentially. So if Mother's Day, if we had a good time and had family over, we probably weren't walking a whole lot, that's not going to really hurt our average. We're just going to take the 22 best days of the month. So basically, if you wanted to take the weekends off and do nothing, that doesn't hurt your average at all. However, if you went to Disneyland with your grandkids and walked a ton on the weekend and you had a lot of steps, that day is going to play into your average. So we really try to stack the deck in everyone's favor and make it as, again, we want to give away as many t-shirts as possible. If you do participate, hopefully you've been keeping track. I'd like to get those your results turned into me the first couple days of June so that I can get in touch with the t-shirt suppliers so we can get those cranked out, because there is a couple week turnover and a leeway that we'll have to get them here in time for next month's town hall. So hopefully turn them in ASAP, and then we'll hopefully give away a bunch of shirts next month. Any questions about that? Keep up all your good work. Oh, yes, BJ.
How do you start the program?
One foot in front of the other.
No, I don't know how many steps I've done.
You have a smartphone, so I can show you after.
Okay.
Okay.
I have a comment, BJ. If you have your smartphone on you, BJ, while you do your steps, keep your smartphone on you and then bring it to Ryan and he can look at your steps.
Oh, okay, maybe.
Okay, and now I will invite Sandy up.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, Sandy.
All right, as usual, I'm going to talk about scams. And first, I want to thank everyone. I've been getting more and more phone calls for me to check your email or your text messages on your phones and see if they're legit or not. So thank you for being diligent about that and really looking out for yourself, and keep that up. Again, if anyone calls and you don't know the number, don't answer it. If it's someone you know, most likely they will leave you a message. Again, for emails or text messages, if they say your Amazon account has been closed, do not click on anything. If you have an Amazon account, just go to Amazon.com and look at your account yourself. Do not click on anything that they send you. And then also, I do want to say that Monday, we do have someone coming that's affiliated with the Huntington Beach Police Department to talk about scams at 10:30. And I believe that's the LLC?
Yes.
Yeah. So make sure to come to that and you can learn even more about that. Any questions?
Do you have any programs planned about doing things about passwords? There's a lot of new things happening about passwords and how people are watching you do passcodes on your phone and stealing your phone and all that kind of stuff. Are you familiar with that?
I am. I don't have anything yet. Individually, I can talk to people about that. If you have anything, Bob, and you want to help me set that up or know of any referrals for that, I'd be glad to hear that. I can look into that and see what I can find.
There's a new program that Google has started calling, it's not a password manager. I can't think of the name of it, but it does away with two-factor, and it's a whole new program that Google's using, and all the other people are jumping on board. So it's probably worth people looking into.
Okay, I'll look into that.
They're called pass keys instead of passwords.
Pass keys?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'll look into that. Anything else? All right, thank you.
Thank you, Sandy. Les, Chaplain Les has some updates for the spiritual care department. Are you coming up? I'm not Chaplain Les. Kind of shortened it from last month, but you know what you want to say.
You guys look great. It's good to see you. Our regular spiritual care programs are still in effect and they're going strong. We have a Sunday morning worship service. We have Bible discussions once a week on Wednesdays in the LLC. Those programs are going strong and continue to exist, and everyone is welcome to participate. Our monthly newsletter, the Chapel News, is available. The May edition is available. I invite you to take a look at that, read it, give me some feedback. It's intended to be an interfaith publication. So we're going to talk about all religions. A lot of what we do is talk about religious holidays in the different religious traditions. So I invite you to pick that up, read it, look it over, and then give me some feedback if you'd like. One of the things that we're going to be doing in the near future is having some outreach with other religious organizations in our community. In other words, I'll be contacting pastors, rabbis, imams, etc., just to connect. And I think that would be good for the spiritual life of our community to have that kind of an outreach. So if I'm not already friends with or know your personal spiritual leader, put me in contact. I would like to meet them and connect and just kind of share the life of Walnut Village with them and allow them to share what they have to offer with us. And along that line, one of the things we're going to be doing, and we've already, this is already in the planning phase. The church next door to us, Prince of Peace, am I pointing the right direction? I am pointing the right direction. I want you to know that at least one time in my life, I am pointed in the wrong direction, right direction. What we're going to do, with your permission, is an intergenerational kind of connection with the school next door, Prince of Peace. One of the things, and they're talking to their teachers about this, and their teachers are excited to participate in this. We will offer times when folks here who would like to would go next door and read to some of the younger kids. We will offer times when they will bring some of their kids over here, and we will have people sharing their careers or interesting stories of their life with some of the older kids that would be interested in that. And many other such things that we come up with, we'll be incorporating into our life. So if that's something you would be interested in doing and would like to participate in, let me know, and we'll make that part of your experience as well. So that's part of what's going on in the spiritual life of Walnut Village. And as usual, I enjoy talking with you and spending time with you, and so let's continue to maintain that. Thanks.
Okay, we're starting something new. So if you have, well, actually, some of you may not have known, Bernie Stahl passed away couple days ago, so Pamela's been in summer house. And I will do Judy's portion. She's taking a well-deserved day off because she's got lots going on this weekend. And I hope that you all signed up. It sounds like a lot of fun to go to the Greek Festival. So that's gonna be on Saturday. On Sunday, the La Mirada Symphony outing. I think they leave at like 2 or 3, get home, I think by dinner. As Sandy said, May 22nd, Monday, we're having Stephen Levin of Huntington Beach PD talk about telephone scams. Of course, the Sense of Place organization kickoff meeting, or Sense of Place program meeting is on Monday afternoon, the 22nd. All this will be in your Friday memo. Birthday show is on Thursday, May 25th. May 26th is the June calendar review. May 28th, Sunday afternoon movie. Oh my goodness, 80 for Brady. And then Monday, May 29th is already Memorial Day. 1:30 is bingo, and then 2:45 p.m. is South Coast Brass Taps Around the World concert in the Bistro Courtyard. And I'm sure dining will be doing some fun stuff for Memorial Day as well. And then in June, Judy has on tap on June 2nd. Oh, this sounds fun. Bus tour of Anaheim led by our own Virginia Spence. On Saturday, June 3rd, Joanne Shoup Celebration of Life. Wednesday, June 7th, Circle of Friends Gala Luncheon. Thursday, June 8th, birthday show in the courtyard. June 17th, All-American Boys Choir, and that'll be outdoors. Sunday, June 18th, Father's Day Buffet, which Kim referred to. May, June 26th is a Pachanga outing. This is interesting. Thursday, June 29th, who wants to go to the Yakult Yogurt Facility Tour? That should be fun. Get some free yogurt. And then Friday, June 30th, Los Alamitos Racetrack, Vessels Club for lunch. So that sounds like a blast. Okay, this is the part that's new. And so if you have any announcements you'd like to announce to the resident population in general, shoot me a note or give me a call and I can include it. I think sometimes these are helpful. Right now, Dee Morrison is looking for an automobile for her daughter. If you're thinking of selling your car, please contact Dee. She's in apartment 339, and then her phone number is on the screen, but you probably didn't take a pad and a pen, so we can give it to you at the front desk. And then finally, just a reminder to leave us on a happy note. The happiest people don't have the best of everything. They just make the best of everything. And looks like BJ has a question. So, Sandy?
Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Aren't we supposed to say a pledge of allegiance to the flag?
We always do that at resident council. I don't think we've ever done it here. Do you want to now?
Yeah.
Okay, if you want to stand, if you're able to. And we can close out with a pledge of allegiance. All right. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Have a wonderful weekend, everyone.